My name is Razin Sazali. I am a first year student of an architecture course at University of Islamic Science in Malaysia. Today, I want to present for you guys about my project task 3 that called Pop-Up Pod Architecture. So to know more in depth, I will tell you first about my project brief about this project task. The ongoing and continuous pandemic issue in the recent time has forced the society to acclimate the various major changes in lifestyle and living condition. Fear of contamination and outbreak has continued to control our action and spaces we place food in. In time, the world sees a rapid upsurge of declining mental health and well-being condition due to distress and agitation by the rampant outbreak, confinement, and various limitation activities. The pressure is especially harsher on frontliners and essential healthcare workers who are most affected in adjusting their daily life and living condition. The lack of space to unwind and relax after long hours of working further in this physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. Consideration on issue and needs of frontliners in designing the pop-up pod is compulsory. The task challenges me as a student to think out of box on design of a pop-up pod that to provide a safe space for frontliners to rest and take a break. The pop-up pod should focus on the purpose of giving them the space to rest and to indulge in personal leisure activities during the break time in hope to improve their well-being while following the social distancing and other health and safety regulation. So, I ask you, so did you know what is pop-up pod? Actually, a pop-up pod is a transportable leisure tent where its purpose to allow the user to use the shelter for relaxation, taking rest, travelling, and other leisure activities to be enjoyed outdoor or at indoor. Next, I will continue my presentation on my pop-up pod architecture design. My pop-up pod, I call it the Beetle. So, the first is I will go to the issue and use. My pop-up pod design is intended to give frontliners a place for them to rest, especially for the police and soldier where they have to do road control in order to control national security from the COVID-19 pandemic from continuing to spread. So, because of that, having pop-up pod as a resting place can help them to sleep, relax, and eat. I have also linked my design from a Quran verse from Surah Al-Infitar, verse 7. Allah said, Alladhi khalaqa fasawwaka fa'adalak, which means it is Allah who hath created thee and hath made the lips fit and hath made the body equal in strength. From the verse we can understand where God has created life on earth so that we obey this command. While each of these creation, God has also given its own strength and ability. Then that we as a human being should make the energy and ability to the best of our ability and as protection in order to protect others who ask for help. While for my design concept is Coleoptera. Actually, the name of Coleoptera derived from the Greek word Koleos, meaning shed, and word Terra, meaning wings. The Coleoptera serve as protection to the beetles. This concept I have used to explain my design actually provide protection to frontliners. Next, let's go to my design process. My design idea actually come from the beetles. I inspired my design from the shape of the beetles. From that, I have created the tent and also I modified the shape design a little bit with add some mechanisms to make it easy to carry. So among the mechanisms that I added are from the aspect of mobility, expansion, and close-up, which is where this mechanism can help innovate my design idea so that it's easy for user to use. Next, I will explain about the construction and materials that I use for my pop-up pod model. Among them is solid fiberglass, with a diameter of 0.7 mm as a tent pole. Then, I also use tires that will place at the bottom of the tent side. This is intended to facilitate the movement of the tent to move anywhere. Then, as a tent floor, I use calculated board. This is because it is lightweight and environmentally friendly. Next, I also use screw as a connectors to hold the board and the poles. Next, I have used 120 gram centimeter nylon fabric as the tent body. This is because it's lightweight and waterproof material. It also suitable for my tent, which will be used outdoors. The last material I used was a mosquito net. This is intended to allow the user does not feel hot when in the tent for a long period of time. Next, I've also made some architecture drawing on different views to illustrate the atmosphere when users use it for outdoor activity, including top view, floor plan, front elevation, side elevation, and I also give two section drawing, namely section AA and section BB. Next, I know you must be wondering how to use my portable pop-up pot so that it's easy to carry, right? So I will explain a little bit about the method of how to use it. So first of all, the user needs to fold the tent from the bottom up. Then the user needs to place the handle and pin it so that the tent is held firmly. After that, user must insert the footrest part in and lock it. The reason why is to make the size smaller and easier to carry anywhere. And as a result, the user can take it anywhere without any obstacles. So before I end my presentation, you all must want to know how the results and my experience made it, right? So based on my experience making pop-up pot architecture, there is a lot of fun and a lot of new things I learned from this task project, like anthropometric and ergonomics when making something such thing. So before I end, I will also insert some pictures of the result of me completing this architecture. I hope you all enjoy and understand my presentation just now. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.